Good morning and welcome to Studio 5 going live, summer exhibition day 2. Once again, if you're interested in any of the work or would like any information, please don't hesitate to get in touch. The usual channels, messenger, email, whatever. You know the drill. Today we're going to be looking at Sir Patrick Spens, a charming little book, Sir Patrick Spens and Other Ballads, engravings, delightful engravings actually, by Jane Lidbury. Folio Society 1994. The height of the book is 13.4 centimetres, the width is 15 centimetres and the depth 1.4 centimetres. That's when closed, of course. Sir Patrick Spens, a ballad. Written in Middle English with Scottish dialect, and it's believed to be about actual events, about 1290, that sort of thing. Basically, Sir Patrick Spens is a Scottish nobleman. He's also a very accomplished sailor as well. Anyway, he's instructed by the King of Scotland to go to Norway to fetch Princess Queen and bring her back to Scotland, and it's all bells and whistles, and there's pageantry and lords and ladies are included in the journey. Sir Patrick Spens knows though that the crossing, which is going to be in midwinter, is going to be very, very dangerous, and he basically thinks it's the kiss of death. Anyway, cut a ballad short, as it were. They get to Norway, they pick the various people up, and on the way back to Scotland, all is lost, the ship is sunk with all hands. Very sad, but it's about the loyalty of people and that sort of thing, so we'll go for it. Anyway, the binding itself, gold leaf, leather, papers, mixed media. The structure is a what I call a fixed backboard binding. And what I mean by that is that the backboard, which is this area here, extends over the spine, so we can see that the front board is partially covered by this extended spine piece. And for this particular work, it does give it very much a three-dimensional feeling to it. One can imagine the sails billowing in the wind. The sails aren't Hollywood white. They're this sort of earthy colour, the colour of natural fibres, which, of course, in that day, the sails would have been. To the backboard, we can see the gold leaf and the tesserae cold gold, and this is the gilded stern of the ship, the pageantry, the pennants and the banners flying as the ship goes across the North Sea. Anyway, as we can see the texture and everything else, we pan out to see a little bit more of the book, and the sails are billowing in the wind. Now, as we know from what I've just said, of course, all is lost, and as we turn the book round, we begin to see more of this quite unique structure, in that it really does give the impression of sails moving in the wind. A little bit more gold tesserae just down to this area here, and then we go into the end papers, which are inspired by crashing waves over icebergs, and we can imagine the ship going through a sort of a very rough North Sea, waves being tossed over the ship, and all sorts of things happening there. Going over, there's a little bit of edge decoration happening as well, and for those of us of a technical bent, the end papers are leather jointed with an edge-to-edge doubloon, and we can see how the decoration of the paper goes over from the end paper to the edge-to-edge doubloon, which is just here. Really is I think, a super book, and I think the construction technique lends itself very, very much to the nature of the book and the ship sailing and everything else. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed day 2, the Studio 5 summer exhibition. Please stay safe. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye bye now.